This is the MG S5 EV, the successor to the very popular ZS EV, which I own. And can I tell you, spoiler alert, this car is so much better. Why? Well, just a few little features here. Vehicle to load, 10-year warranty, range that is very usable, and features that are not found in other cars that are way more expensive than this one. Is it such a great car? Are the reviews really true? Well, they are. So find out why in this review. So you'll notice, despite the fact this is supposedly the successor to the ZS, I can't see it, can you? From the headlights and the bonnet there that looks distinctly like the MG4, through to the back, which is completely new, the light cluster that looks brilliant at night, and a form that is definitely SUV. That's the only thing that is suggestive that this used to be the ZS, but it isn't, because it's built on a modular platform. So I think MG4 is kind of based upon that, but it's not. They've actually pushed the wheels right out. And that, as you will learn later on, is actually improved ride and handling in this car. Yeah, those wheels definitely could be bigger, but that said, you're going to lose a little bit of ride compliance, aren't you? Charging the S5 is pretty stock standard. On board, 7 kilowatt charger, so from 0 to 100% in about 8 to 9 hours. Bring it to a rapid charger like this one, and the Essence version can go up to 150 kilowatts. So get this, from 30 to 80% in 20 minutes. In fact, it's even 19 minutes, so that's actually pretty good. Mind you, most car makers these days are quoting from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes, so maybe it's stock standard. And realistically, 150 kilowatts is pretty average. Definitely could be way more, but again, you're not paying that premium price, are you? The battery packs in the S5 are LFP. If you go for the Excite, it's 49 kilowatt hours, or this one, the Essence, is 62 kilowatt hours. I think those numbers are both usable. Real world range, based upon the driving that I've done, which has been a mixture of definitely 50% freeway and urban and just around my house, well, not around my house, around my area, and I've been getting around about 16 and a half kilowatt hours per 100 Ks. So that's going to give you realistically about 385 kilometers of range, or if you apply that to the smaller battery, it's going to be about 315 kilometers. So pretty decent. Now, obviously, your use will vary. I should note it's claimed for this battery at 430 kilometers used in WLTP, and it online, I think it's got NEDC, which is not even damn close version. Very optimistic. Don't even think you're going to get that, because remember, the stickers on cars never give you the real world range, do they? No. So I think very decent range given its price point, and imagining that people who purchased the original ZS and they come into this, it is so much more efficient and gets you further. It's a win-win. And so that longer wheelbase has been given to the cabin here. And this seat is in my driving position. I'm 170 centimeters tall today, yeah. And I've got so much knee room, good amount of headroom, shoulder room quite decent for 4 passengers. You could do 3 across the back here. Gets a bit tight, but it's reasonable. And I've comfortably got my feet under the seat there, and my seat's at its lowest position. So it's actually very good. Accommodation wise, you've got seat back pockets. You've got 1 of 3 USB-C sockets in this car. The other one's in the front console there. Plus there's a bonus one for like a dash cam. So there's already a USB power socket there, so you can install a dash cam if you want to. Otherwise, I think the standout feature is the panoramic roof. It's just beautiful. It's really, mate, they have upped their game, MG. They really have. I want this car. I want to get rid of our ZS and just get into this. Yeah. All right, let's check out the front. At this price point, the MG S5 EV features, get this, a kick-to-open boot. Isn't it awesome? There's still the button there to open and close as need be. Plus, you can use your key fob, which is a proximity store. I need to make mention that the app that also goes with this car is okay. Only just okay. It's not nothing to write home about. But at least the boot is pretty respectable at 453 litres with the seats up, or put them down and then increases to 1441 litres. So you could easily fit in here some decent sized bags for, let's say, luggage, or your weekly shop, very good too. This shelf you can raise or lower it, and there's space either side for your knickknacks, you know, there's loose odds and sods. There's 3 top tether spots as well as 2 Isofix outboard spots, and I'm really grateful that MG has been listening to feedback and finally put a decent LED light in the boot, and get this, in the rear seats. Hallelujah, miracles do happen. Oh my gosh, it's only taken a few generations to get this car. I think, well, they're just improving car on car, they really are. So definitely decent sized boot, perfect for, again, that weekly shop or the occasional trip to the airport. And yeah, like that, get that motorized boot for this price. You don't even see that on some petrol cars. Sadly, there is no frunk. I reckon you could probably maybe get something in there. There's a little bit of pipe work under there, so maybe not. For the passenger seat, the seat is manually adjustable, which for this price point I find completely acceptable. The driver is 6-way motorized, so that's pretty good, but no memory. Lots of storage space in this car, like a good generous size glove compartment. You've got space underneath the center console here. The door bins are huge. I've been able to actually squeeze a 3-litre milk in there. I kid you not. That's how big they are. In total, there are 8 cup holders in this car, and pretty sufficient. There's a massive center bin here, and there's a 12-volt socket in addition to the USBs I talked about before. Audio sound system, you've got Bluetooth, DAB, FM, AM radio, as well as wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. The screen is nice and responsive, definitely much improved on the MG4 and definitely over the ZS EV. So I'm glad to see they've improved that. And it's pretty good in terms of brightness and usable in direct sunlight. Up top, you've got controls for not only the sunroof, but also a built-in shade, which I really do appreciate, especially in summer in Australia. And the fit and finish of this car is excellent. Like, MG is, I've gone definitely a step up from where they used to be. Everything's nice and solid. All the touch surfaces are soft. And you've got a lovely Alcantara lining here. And check this out. You can actually put your phone in and have it not be charging, so it's actually accessible and maybe easy to use for your passenger say. But if you want to get your phone wirelessly charged, you can do that right there as well. Another feature I think people will really appreciate is that despite most everything being done through that center screen there, you do have some basic buttons here. So you've got your HVAC controls for temperature up and down, fan speed, where you want to send the air to, as well as volume control. I really do appreciate that, and I think it's a good implementation because it covers most of your basic needs without having to, overly complicate this interior. One note for MG is I do find the air control vents a little bit fussy, like what I did with the BMW i5. If you want to see what a $240,000 car looks like compared to this not even $50,000 car, go check out that review. But it's much the same principle, that it's got this little tiny action. It's really hard to get the air where you want it to. So it does, but it's fussy unnecessarily. Anyway, all in all, like a really good, great interior. So let's get on the road. I'm going to commence the driving section of this video with that. That's the usual speed limit warning thing. I've created a shortcut to go to driving control, and in here I can very quickly turn off the audible warning for the speed advisories. So yeah, there you go. But a thing that MG has done is they've finally improved the customizability, yeah, that's a word, of MG Parlor. Now you can actually customize it. So if I just press and hold on the icon, you can customize most everything on this screen. And so next time I get in the car, and of course the audible warning for speed advisories comes through, I need to just press on that button and it's set up the way I like it. Thank you, MG. Finally, this has been long overdue. I've come to my local shopping centre because I want to demonstrate a few things. First up, that its ride and handling is so much better. So we've got the situation up ahead with a narrow roundabout and also some speed humps. And I think this is where this car belongs. It's actually going to do really, really well in tight parking situations, navigating your local area, and yeah, it's just very, very easy to live with. So let me just confuse some people around here. And yeah, it's the way the steering feels nice and direct, and it's not unpredictable. Then what's speed humps? Pretty good, a lot better than the ZS-EV. It doesn't float so much. It's still a bit soft. It's SUV-like, but it's still it's better controlled. Definitely way better controlled. And this is a harder one. Oh yeah, completely acceptable. And I think maybe it's because of the wheels. Like, you can either, if you go for the Excite version, the 17-inch, or this is 18-inch for the Essence versions. At least they're not the sportier 20-inch, 21-inch, where they're going to have like very small walls and be very hard ride. No, thankfully it's all sorted out in this car, and yeah, it's very, very welcome. Typical parking situation. There's no clever park assist here. It's just is what it is. I love small cars, but really appreciate you have got the guidelines on the screen there to show you where you're steering to. You got the God view, the 360-degree view over top, and because it is a small car built on the MSP platform, it's actually very easy to get in and around in different places. So I found that now, thankfully, one pedal driving is saved to your profile. So once you've selected it, you need not go back. And the brakes are fine. Accelerator pedal feel is completely fine. And using Pilot or MG Pilot is improved. It's still very overzealous sometimes. Not it's going to yank the steering wheel out of your hand and do something really annoying like it did in the MG4. This is a bit more predictable. Thank goodness for that. And what I'll do now is I'll actually just follow this traffic down. We'll jump on the freeway for a bit. Right, let's set the speed at 80, and it's coming to a halt rather slowly. Kind of hunting. There we go. All right. Pretty nice feel. Sort of. A little bit reluctant, to be honest. But at least it's, again, predictable. So, situation, car's going to drive up in front. I will need to tap the accelerator or press resume. And away it goes, and let's see how quickly it goes up. So my foot is now not on the accelerator. It's a little bit slow. It drives like my dad does. Love you, Dad. It's okay. It's okay. But for the driver, this leather wrapped steering wheel is actually really delightful. Feels very good in the hand. And all the switch gear that you need for driving and controlling common things like, let's say you can do a shortcut with the star buttons. You can configure them to do different things you want to. But I find that it's quite a sensible organization here. So the left side is essentially your cruise control, your MG Pilot. So resume, speed up, speed down, follow distance, as well as lane keep assist. So to get that going whilst I'm driving like this, I just press and hold the steering wheel icon, and now we're into actually true MG Pilot. And so now it's going to center actually very well, and it will take most corners that you throw at it. And I found it very comfortable doing a big long drive this last weekend down to Geelong, actually to the Benelorine Peninsula and back home, and it made for a really delightful drive. Like, it was set and forget, because if you change lanes, it resumes as soon as it's got the line markings again. So very handy indeed. really windy day. I was going to test audio levels today, but couldn't actually do it. It's just too windy. So by the end of the week, I will actually get some audio tests done on the car. So here's the results now. It seems pretty stock standard. I'm getting some noise from the window here, a little bit on the A pillar. It's okay. It's nothing special. There's no laminate glass here, and you've got a massive panoramic roof, which I absolutely love. And the wind into here today especially is very noticeable, and I can hear the cars around me especially as well. All right. Let's jump onto a freeway and let's see what it's doing here. So MG Pilot is like, no, it's not recognising the sides. And
could you say that again, please?
that's MG Pilot trying to come through. So stop. Now, being such a well-priced car, acceleration on this isn't that brilliant. I think it's about 8 seconds or so. I don't mind that. At that price point, I'm not going to say like 0 to 100 in 8 seconds is slow. It's perfectly fine. And because, let's just resume the ride, Chris. So it's a very easy car to live with. Got some very slow traffic here, doing 85 in an 100 zone, so let's overtake. And visibility is pretty good. So out the front, nice big window, great generous side window, and the view out the back is excellent. Despite the fact there's a headrest back there, I can still see very well and move my head around if I need to. If I was maybe having this as my car and I wasn't transporting 3 people back there regularly, I might actually remove that headrest. If you can. I think you can. I'll confirm that in the next section. Now coming up to definitely a more challenging corner, maybe about 30 degrees. I'm touching the wheel, but I'm not putting a lot of inputs into this. It's kind of scary with that truck next to me, to be honest. It's actually quite good. So definitely very capable SUV. Ride and handling is so much improved over the previous ZS EV. It's not MG4 level. That's definitely, it feels a lot better because it's rear wheel drive. And most everything in this car just feels so much better in every way. And I guess I'm getting into a conclusion, aren't I? So yeah, let's jump to that. So there you have it, my review of the MG S5 EV. Kind of a mouthful, but I think we'll just call the S5 moving forward, shall we? Yeah, absolutely. I've got to say, I'm really impressed. First of all, with its build and quality. Everything in there is put so well together, soft touch materials, little features like both wireless charging pad as well as a mobile phone holding spot. Very welcome indeed. They've improved everything about this car from its basics like ride and handling, range, good 10-year warranty, like goodness gracious. If anybody's got any concern about going electric, just jump into this, you've got a 10-year warranty. It's also got vehicle to load, which I don't have the adapter for this review, but I've reviewed that before. So if you want to check out maybe this video, see what vehicle to load is all about and why it's so awesome. I guess I would have liked to see a frunk and potentially maybe a bigger boot. There's way too much room back there for what is realistically small to medium-sized SUV. And I think your passengers are spoiled. And if you regularly transport people and maybe not a lot of cargo, okay, fine. This is a great car for you. But if you're the person who's always doing a lot of shopping, maybe picking up friends from the airport, I'd like to see a bigger boot because that 15 centimeter base improvement could be better utilized at the back there. Otherwise, for what is really sharp, very competitive pricing, I think it's very hard not to recommend this car. In fact, I would gladly buy this. And if I was looking for a brand new electric vehicle back in 2020, I would have rather had this over the ZS any day. Okay, well, I hope I've convinced you that you've definitely got to go kick the tires on this one. If I have, please do subscribe. Absolutely helps out the channel. think about Ko-fi for early access and behind the scenes, and super thanks is more than welcome. Now, YouTube thinks you might actually enjoy one of these videos. I don't know where on screen it is, probably over here, I think. And yeah, check that out. Again, subscribe, got some awesome content coming up your way. Got a Hyundai cheap electric vehicle. Yeah, that's the thing now. This is getting very interesting in Australia, isn't it? All right, you take care and I'll see you soon.